Yeah.
You saw that third assassin that went after him last week got killed, eh? Or no, I don't know if he got killed actually.
No, he got convicted.
I think
or charged.
It was that armed guy who walked onto the Mar-a-Lago.
He had
or
a
whatever,
shotgun
right?
and a can of gas. Like the people that go after this guy are the just knuckleheads every single time. like that again would be a good like Coen Brothers movie about like terrible. They're always about terrible criminals, like just the Trump assassins, because each one has been goofier and more like foolish than the one before. They're all just such a bunch of knuckleheads. He's stumbling into Mar-a-Lago with a 12 gauge pump and a can of gasoline. Trump's not even there. A piece of information which can be easily attained by looking
checking
at
the news.
Google. Where's Trump at right now? Donald Trump is at the White House right now. He's attending the blah blah blah. Instead, he's stumbling onto the golf course with his fucking Mossberg.
He's painting a bridge overpass on the wall. I hope Trump thinks he drives through this.
Not about Trump specifically, but it seems like it'd be possible to, right? Like lines of sight are long. Do they really live an entire 4 years without ever being like exposed to a predictable line of sight?
I think that when they are going to be outside and not wrapped up in bulletproof stuff, which is rare, the Secret Service have cleared all those roofs and are probably on all those roofs with their own sniper teams. Like that thing that happened with that, where was it? Pennsylvania, where the kid shot at him and killed those people in the stands. That's why that was so shocking, because if you've just watched a movie about the Secret Service, you know that was crazy that no one's on that little roof over there. And what about that? There was a water tower about 400 yards away, which is not a hard shot either. Nobody was up there. Anybody could have been in that water tower. It was crazy that you didn't have.
It's 400 yards an easy shot.
No,
I've never shot.
It was closer than that. It was like I think it was about 20.
Yeah,
no, he was saying the water tower.
Yeah, the water tower thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're right. It was like right around 100, 120 or something like that, what he did. But I think he had a red dot, right? I don't think he had
a red
optic.
dot. Yeah, he had a 1X red dot, and it was way too far forward. It was like well past the receiver, because Brandon recreated the video, and I was in it with him. But it's still like a very easy shot to take. The argument that people were making at the time was that it was staged, like Trump staged an attempted assassination, like him turning his head at the right time, which is bananas. Because the MOA, the red dot at that distance, like on my head right now through that camera is like there. Like you cannot clip the top of somebody's ear. Like
no, of course not. No. To clip somebody's ear at 100 yards, you're going to need a bipod and a magnified optic, and an accurate rifle that's shooting 1 MOA or less. And then still, it's like, whew. There's a lot on the line here.
That's a lot of trust there.
You better not be excited or scared, because if your hand's trembling or if your breath is fluttering or if your heart's pounding, then it's almost impossible to take that shot. Like the crosshairs jiggling with each heartbeat. You can see it. That definitely wasn't a setup. And if it was a setup, then that kid didn't fire the shot. That would be the thing. That he was some sort of patsy up there who never got to shoot his gun or something. If you're and somebody else fired the shots that killed that man in the crowd or whatever. But I don't think that's a setup anyway. I just think that each of his assassins has been a goofball, and their weapon has every time been like this. That second guy had like an SKS with a maybe a removable like 30 round AK mag adapter on it. And I think he might have duct taped his scope on. There was something about his scope mount that was like ridiculous. They said they saw his rifle sticking out of the bushes at the golf course, and I think they and it's just some Wile E. Coyote,
like a Looney Tunes type of way to go for it.
It's crazy. But yeah, that thing that happened in Pennsylvania was insane, though. Imagine if it had hit him, and that video of his head exploding on TV was just all over the internet forever now. That would be that would be a meme.
Well, worse than that, I would have changed.
Think about it.
The course of human history.
It really would have. I think Trump would be some sort of like almost heroic figure, martyr. Yeah, if he had died instead of the going on to become the criminal pedo he is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that didn't happen. I really am. I'm glad that part of American history isn't that a conservative candidate was shot on TV. That might be a worse world where leveraging that things go really, really poorly for everyone. And that's just a stain. You know, that JFK thing still is in people's memories. You know, the ick of that whole thing and how awful that was. Her crawling through her husband's brains.
I was going to say the angle of his wife being there and his wife being so beloved. I think JFK was really beloved too. I don't know. I'm too young. I'm too young, which is shocking. But like, I think he was popular at the time, but he's obviously like martyred, legendary in hindsight. He didn't mess anything up. But his wife was super popular and loved, and she didn't deserve that.
Yeah, that's I like anything about that conspiracy because that's one that just seems real to me. I don't know what y'all think about it, but like, you ever watch the JFK movie with Kevin Costner?
I've not seen that, but I've read deeply into it and I have opinions. I'd like to hear what you think.
There's definitely a shooter because his head's a second shooter. I think where probably grassy knoll or maybe like in the storm drain under the street because his head's going back into the left, you know, and his brains are on the trunk of the car and to the left. Yeah. Like how do his brains end up on the trunk of the car if Oswald is shooting him from a downward angle over his right shoulder, which is the Warren report? Is that what it was called? Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever the report claimed.
Yeah.
You know, and then Connolly is hit by that same bullet, like in the elbow or something, and then again in the thigh. It's the magic bullet theory is what they call it. It doesn't add up. So the amount of shots isn't agreed upon wholly by anyone that were fired, but it seems like there were 3 or 4 shots at least. That's a lot to get out of that Carcano accurately enough to even hit a car at that range and elevation with that. I think there might have been a tree there. I don't think the tree was there, but now there's a tree in the way. I think there was a second shooter. There had to be. I don't know who it was. Maybe the CIA. They seem to have it in for him.
What do you think, King?
I would say aside from all of the shooting stuff, I've looked into that a little bit. I think the intentions of the shooting is really what I've looked into, or like why they would want JFK dead. And I am fully convinced that it was LBJ.
Yep.
Wanted him dead.
Yep,
so he had Bush Sr., who was the director of the CIA at the time, orchestrate the assassination of JFK so that he could take over the presidency. And his wife, Lady Bird Johnson, made millions of dollars off of the Bell Helicopter Company.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on my
need
wall.
A lot of those Bells. And why do we need all those Bell helicopters? Because Vietnam. Yeah.
Bell Helicopter Company, Lady Bird Johnson, Vietnam. What does it tie to? The JFK assassination. It's as if I orchestrated this wall intentionally.
We should have had you on for our conspiracy theory.
Instead of fucking tinfoil retard who invited himself.
I was the only one who thought that guy did a good job. I'll stand up for him. I was alone.
They were manipulating cotton sales 85 years ago. They made $13,000.
Is that why you cut it, Woody? Is that why you cut his entire segment?
I didn't cut it. Who cut it?
We cut it.
Oh yeah, I learned, like, I wasn't involved in that decision at all. Like, wait, maybe I was. Maybe we all talked it out, but it was like everyone was so unhappy with that section that I was like, yeah, maybe we should.
The question was posed like, hey, people don't like this. Should we just cut it out? And I was like, dude, if I could cut that out of my life, I would. Like, if I could erase those moments. I was sitting here thinking like, come on.
I started with
Do
like,
it.
what?
is this like agricultural corn allocations or something? Cotton, I don't know. And I'm like, this is whatever. And then it ties to this, and then it ties to that, and then it ties to this. And my interest in the story just kept going up and up and up and up. And then like eventually they hit LBJ and like it's big thing. And like I was, the way it kept building pulled me in and made me like it. And I am 1 in a million in actually liking that story.